crawl to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin, throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, you know where I'm at. I'm at Kuttin Barbershop and Salon, and my guy, Chris, had to call me. I slid back in from Dallas. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the daughters of my girl, Patty Gunn / Cup and Bender. Her funeral, well, not her funeral, but her burial was today. And what a lovely woman that she was. And if you knew her, you knew exactly what I'm talking about. And so I want to give a shout out to her daughters and let everybody know that they are loved and they are missed. And I'm going to miss her. She's one of my very good friends, married to one of my good friends from college. And she and I became friends and just stayed after that. So I loved her. And anyway, God rest in peace. God bless you. I know you're in a better place because the cancer is not tearing up your body and messing with you. So that being said, there was a huge game in the NFL last night. And so we're trying to get this in and out because I don't want my guy Chris going crazy because he was running his mouth over there. So we're going to hear what he said, and then we're going to talk a little basketball so he can talk about the nonsense that he brought up. That right, Chris? That nonsense he brought up talking about old school guys couldn't play. So anyway, the Ravens took care of business. The Ravens lost last night to the Chiefs 27 to 20 last night. Lamar Jackson, 26 of 41, 273 yards, 1 TD. Mahomes, 20 of 28, 291, 1 TD, 1 interception. 452 total yards for the Ravens, 353 for the Chiefs, 185 yards rushing, which Lamar almost had 400 yards in total offense last night, but he cannot take the beating that he took last night if he's going to survive the rest of the year, which I don't think he will.
I don't think he'll play like that.
No, he won't.
I think that was just to beat the Chiefs.
Yep. And then
way too much.
in total turnovers, they each had one. Lamar had a fumble. Mahomes had an interception. 33-43 time of possession. The Chiefs 26-27 for time of possession. So, Chris, what is your takeaway from last night? What is your takeaway from last night?
One, Chiefs might repeat. They looked really, really good. Mahomes is the best quarterback ever. I was really hard on Lamar last night because I thought that.
You mean at the end?
At the end,
okay.
Yeah, at the end. Well, because he's got to really run for his life. Those two linemen that he got on his left side, yeah. They
are now those guys that he lost are now protecting.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers.
So they, but I mean, I know a lot of people don't really like him as a person, but
talking about Lamar?
No. I'm about to say the name.
Okay.
Antonio Brown said that the pass to Zay Flowers wasn't Lamar's fault.
Well,
he said that was Zay Flowers' fault for not finding the.
First of all, Lamar said he wasn't throwing it to him.
True.
So whatever he said doesn't matter. Yeah. He wasn't throwing it to him. So.
But so going off both what they said is kind of like I didn't even see Bateman, so I don't know what Lamar was talking about on that one, honestly. But Antonio Brown was basically saying that when you see your quarterback out there scrambling and running for your life, you're supposed to find a soft spot and stand there and put your hands up.
First of all, he did sit. The pass was behind him. He wasn't running.
I think he kept. When I looked at it, it looked like he kept running.
And then stopped and then turned. Because the pass was already on his way because he wasn't throwing it to him.
You might be right, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Don't speak for yourself.
He said, only speak for yourself. Keith back there talking.
He said, only speak for myself?
Yeah.
No, I said turn it on there, but we're doing a show right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
My deal is this. He was running. He turned, and when he stopped, and he turned, the pass was on his way. Because, Lamar was like, well, what I was doing was I was trying to hit Bateman, which I'm with you. I was like, okay, he was covered.
Yeah.
This guy's open. He goes, I wish I'd have held the ball a little bit longer. Well, number one, Lamar, the time was running out. Number two, you really ain't a passing quarterback.
Yeah.
And number three, that's not your base skill set. Because he was on full display with his real skill set, which is running the football.
And those are the moments. Because this is why sometimes, like, when you playing with a player a long time, you build that rapport. Because and it's different times in the game. But early in the game, they got Patrick Mahomes. He was back there running around doing something all of a sudden. And all of a sudden you look up, Travis Kelce. But it's kind of like it's like they know each other. Zay Flowers is only second year in the league.
Yeah.
So they don't really know each other.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that I'm gonna push back. Part of that, what I agree with is correct, but Mahomes and Kelce, and I think Keith will agree with this, they're on a different level mentally. They've been like that from the very start. So I think that you either bond with, that's kind of like Jerry Rice and Joe Montana and then Steve Young. It took Rice and Steve Young a little bit of time before they bonded. So I agree with you there, but I don't know if you can compare anything to that.
My thing is, I think we sometimes, of course, when the play works, you see the bond and you like, yeah, we on the same page. But I think that's sometimes just because it worked out. But I do believe sometimes people can have a connection and they really think
on the same page.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, that's
but it just didn't materialize.
Yeah.
And then so that's not, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like saying that they're not.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's kind of like when you see a player make a shot or something like that, or make a play, and you're like, man, he just built like that. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, nah, man, this other player, he really like that too. Is just not. That play right there would have been a career moment for Lamar, and it could have turned his.
Against Mahomes, you mean?
It could turn things around. Sometimes when you have a play and it works, you just it just becomes natural to you. That's just because it worked. But sometimes the luck just don't go your way. You done did it all game, but then
now, okay, so you forget now when Mahomes I don't know if Keith remembers this. I think it was the second time they played. Mahomes on fourth down is scrambling and throws across his body to Tyreek for the first down. Then it's fourth down, and they score on it. The fourth down play in his zone to win the game.
Yeah.
So the difference is, I think some people, it's kind of like they were making the analogy between Phil Mickelson and Tiger Woods, okay, or making the analogy between Peyton Manning and Ben Roethlisberger and Tom Brady. Sometimes that dude on the other end is gonna make you do extra. It's kind of like Jordan against, like he's too young, but Jordan against Bird now and against Detroit. They beat the hell out of Jordan. Everybody forgets what he said. Man, I gotta go get in the gym. They're beating the hell out of me. If I'm gonna beat these dudes, I'm gonna have to be physically stronger to do that. But people forget, before Detroit won, Boston got old. They couldn't beat Boston. Then when Detroit got old, then they got to beat them. They couldn't beat them before that.
But see, Patrick Mahomes, he ain't old.
But Mahomes is young. That's what I'm saying. He's like Brady and Manning. And Manning finally broke through, and Roethlisberger finally broke through. But I don't see Mahomes just a different dude, bro.
Mahomes,
he's just a different dude.
I don't, and then as much as I like the Derrick Henry pickup, it doesn't.
They didn't even use him.
It doesn't because it doesn't put him over the top. If your problem is just organizations do different things.
Agreed.
So Patrick Mahomes last year, his biggest problem was he had no players that could stretch the field.
Okay, catch the ball.
Okay, so what did they do? They went out. First thing they did was they brought in a super fast player. His hands
To stretch the field.
His hands is questionable, but you bring in something that can help your team. Ravens don't need help running the ball. They were like the best running team last year.
Yeah, I agree.
And so you brought in Derrick Henry, and it's like, okay, that doesn't put you over. They should have went out and brought in a big name receiver.
Another one. Well, they had one. He didn't do anything for him last year. Beckham.
Odell Beckham is a name. Odell Beckham, and he's been a name for a few years.
Yeah.
He's just a name. But I mean, they should have went out and tried to get Devontae Adams or something.
Well, Devontae.
Super Bowl before he got hurt.
Huh?
Go ahead.
He was just a name in the Super Bowl before he got hurt.
Yeah, it was.
He was still just a name, even in the.
He probably got the MVP.
He was pretty good in the Super Bowl. He
Yeah,
was
but-
killing them until he got hurt.
Yeah, but
He was
Cooper
killing
Kupp,
him.
Cooper Kupp was the reason why. Cooper Kupp was the reason why.
Because they were concentrating on him, which allowed him to do what he does.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not
When you concentrate on
going to
somebody else-
argue that. I'm not going to argue that. Okay, Keith, I'm going to say this. I love what Chris is saying, but I think that what the Ravens did by getting Derrick Henry was allow the play action for Lamar. So Lamar can now, everybody's got to hold for a minute, which holds those linebackers, which will allow him to throw the ball more. Now, like you said earlier, that was a cheese. He was trying to beat them.
Yeah.
He tired and I'm sorry, Lamar, that was not a touchdown. The refs did not cheat you. You know what I'm saying? His foot was on the line. Like Mahomes said, wear white sheet, wear white cleats, but that still ain't going to help. Your foot was on the line like Kevin Durant. Same thing. Same thing with Kevin Durant with his foot on the line against Milwaukee. Am I wrong, Keith? If he wore 17 instead of 17 and a half.
Why'd you give somebody that didn't hurt?
Yeah. I mean, my deal is this. As far as the beginning of the games, the referee was establishing himself. Get your big butt on the line.
He came out and said he felt like he was getting.
No, he was behind. They were like, get your big butt on the line.
Yeah,
It's kind of like Juwan Taylor last year. I mean, how many holding calls, how many offsides, how many illegal? I mean, how many did he get last year? Once they say this is what we're concentrating on, get down. And what did the coach say? Tell him to get his butt on the line.
I think.
But I don't think anything is going to help stopping Chris Jones, whether you on the line or off the line. It ain't going to matter.
That dude.
He's a monster.
He's
Chris Jones.
he is a monster.
He's a straight up bless you. He's a straight up monster.
I think. Okay, I know. You know, we talk about all these guys that we say like, they stopped me. Jordan stopped me from getting the ring.
Yeah, that's Mahomes.
I think Mahomes is for Lamar.
For now.
I don't think Lamar ever gonna win.
See, I think that the whole thing is I think he's 27-1 against the NFC, Lamar. 27-1. So if they ever get to the Super Bowl, they win it because they ain't used to seeing anything like him.
Yeah.
So they're gonna win the Super Bowl with Lamar, no question.
I don't think he can get. I don't think he can.
But remember, he's got a winning record against everybody except one dude.
But the other teams, the AFC is just getting better.
Yeah, it is.
The AFC is just getting better.
Yeah, but your nemesis are the Pittsburgh Steelers and the who?
They doing it.
The Cincinnati Bengals, the Cleveland Browns, and we ain't even talk about Deshaun Watson. Is he taking his $230 million, Keith, and walking away? What's he doing? What's he doing, Chris? Is he washed or is he not?
I'm trying to think if I can say this.
I think he washed. What do you think? Deshaun Watson, is he washed? Deshaun Watson. You watch football? Okay, well, you're a basketball dude, I can tell. Anyway.
I don't think he's washed. I think his routine since 2020 has changed. And
His routine.
His
Is that what we're going with? Keith, is that what we're going with?
I say
his routine, Keith?
His routine has changed.
Keith, his routine?
And he can't get his routine back.
Oh, my God.
He can't get his routine back. So, I think he can't get... I don't think he'll be able to...
He's not as relaxed as he was.
I think that's the best way. I think that's the best way.
Oh, wow.
I think that's probably the best way.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's not as relaxed as he used to be.
Yeah.
Wow, Keith, that is.
So-
I don't even.
He's not relaxing.
So, I think we should. Yeah, so I don't think he's done. I just think his life has changed, and you know, I don't think he.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I don't really have a lot to say to that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna let that
I-
go because this is
I
my
don't
show,
either.
so I'm gonna let that go. And remember, everybody. Keith, I don't even know what to say to that, man. I really don't. I don't have a comment for that. So
You should just say
You don't have to comment on that.
Boomer Sooner.
we ain't saying that for sure. We definitely ain't
You
saying
don't
that.
have to comment on that.
Okay, I can't. One thing let's talk about before we get done with here is we're going to talk about the game tonight. Okay? And I know y'all are both interested in the game tonight, right?
Yes. Because those are two of our two teams we need to knock out in order to go to the Super Bowl again.
Are you talking about your 49ers?
Yes, sir.
If I can get on the stupid game today. I can't even find my NFL games today. What's the
I
deal?
want Jordan Love to do good.
There we go. Packers and the Eagles. By the way, the Chiefs, the Chiefs was -3, 46.5 was the over-under. So Chiefs not only, so you bet on the Chiefs and the over, you won.
We covered, yeah.
You covered. Packers and Eagles. The Eagles -2, over/under 48.5 tonight on Peacock. Which of course now you got to go buy Peacock subscription till football's over and then delete it. Make sure now. Remember everybody, if you're gonna buy Peacock for just football season, make sure you go in there and unsubscribe because they will keep charging you every month,
Yep.
even though you ain't watching Peacock because you're watching for one reason.
I mean, they got the Bel Air show on Peacock.
I don't watch it.
That's
I don't watch anything. I don't watch. I mean, Bolly's. I stopped my Bolly's subscription as soon as Thunder's over with. I stopped that. I stopped my
where
NBA
Thunder gonna
subscription.
be at?
Huh?
Where Thunder gonna be at now? The Amazon, huh?
Well, the NBA, yes. That's next year, I think. I
Okay.
think it's next year. I think it's the last year of TNT. But anyway, who do we like tonight, Keith? Eagles, Packers.
Packers.
Are you taking the Eagles in the points?
I'm not. Packers.
-2.5. They're 2.5-point favorites. You taking the Eagles?
No. Take the Packers.
Still think Eagles.
I think the Eagles are gonna win too.
Why do you think the Eagles gonna win?
I think Jalen Hurts and them. I think they're gonna make a statement.
That's
what I think.
I think the Eagles' defense is going to be terrible, and I think the Packers' offense is going to be really, really good. Because last year they were good
At the end, they were young. The Packers were young,
and I think they found it. I think they found their groove. Hassan Reddick is not there.
the Eagles' defense is hurt, no doubt.
No,
but
Hassan Reddick's on the Jets. I'm sorry, but
he's still not on the Jets.
But they're missing.
He hasn't signed.
They're missing somebody on their. The Eagles are missing people on their defense too.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be really interesting to see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be watching the game tonight from the gym because I have to work. But I like the Eagles. I think that Jalen's gonna come out and make a statement. That's what I think. But I agree with you too, Chris, that the Eagles defense and the Packers offense is gonna be crazy.
I think if Jalen doesn't make a statement,
He's gonna have to make a statement. The Eagles gotta make a statement. But having Saquon is gonna be a huge thing for them. Now the question is the Dallas Cowboy former offensive coordinator gonna be able to do something or not? That's the question. He didn't do anything for Justin last year, Herbert at San Diego. Well, I want to call him San Diego. What are the Chargers?
you know what will change Jalen Hurts' career?
What's that?
If he comes out and says, I'm an OU product. If he comes out and says he's an OU product,
He's a Lincoln Riley product.
if he says he's an OU product, his life will change. The trajectory of his career will change.
Oh, you saying it's bad luck because he didn't say that?
Because for some reason he just wants to be an Alabama guy.
Well, he was an Alabama guy, except
But
3
they
out of
booed
4
you.
years.
They booted you. They booted you.
Well, for
we
Tua.
made you.
And
We
for
made
Tua,
him. We made him. We made him.
100%. Lincoln Riley made him. Yes.
We made him. And you know what? That's why Caleb Williams is going to have a good career because he claims OU and USC.
Well, he's not dumb. And plus, but also OU and UCLA, and I just don't think Jalen Hurts does it because he only played there 1 year. So that's why I think that he
Caleb
doesn't
only
really.
played there 1 year.
Huh?
Caleb played there 1. Caleb only played.
I know, but Caleb went to school there his first year. So that's different. You chose that university
I get that.
versus being booted.
True.
You chose that university because of Lincoln Riley. You chose USC because of Lincoln Riley. By the way, Keith, do you know they're retiring his jersey?
They did it the other day, didn't they?
Yeah, retiring his number. How do y'all feel about that?
Hello?
Deserving.
Yeah.
Deserving.
Hey, what's up?
USC has a lot to make up for it. They need to start crediting Reggie Bush for their resurgence in life.
You on your
Well,
way? You come through?
they're also doing that too.
Yeah.
They retired his number, which,
I see.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
I'm glad that they gave him his Heisman Trophy back, which was stupid. He was the best player in the. Well, I don't know. Vince Young was pretty
He was
good.
the best player in the country.
Vince Young was pretty good.
Reggie Bush was the best player in college for 3 years. For 3 years.
I don't know, man.
For
Vince
sure,
Young.
too.
Vince Young was pretty good that last year, bro.
I've never.
Vince Young was pretty good that year. I know he's sexist, but forget all that nonsense. He was really, really, really good for 2 years. Remember, he went to Michigan and won. Beat Ohio State. He went to the shoe. He went to the big house and he went to the
I've
shoe.
seen Reggie Bush go from one side of the field completely to the other side of the field multiple times.
No, I agree.
And I'm talking about like there's really nothing you could do with that guy.
I just think that year for the Heisman, Vince Young was the best player in college football that year and had been for a year and a half, to me. Reggie Bush had all these weapons around him to do all this. Vince Young was just him. And he had that offensive line, but it was just Vince Young. So I don't know if I just think that year, because when he lost the Heisman, I said, oh yeah, he busting them. He gonna bust them.
He
Gonna bust them. I knew that was gonna happen. So when I saw that, I said, oh yeah, they're in trouble. I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, and planning, hit my guy Mark Long up and the staff over there at SRB. They love to be behind the scenes. So if you have a complex that you're building or a water treatment plant, hey, hit them up, because I can tell you this, we all love clean drinking water. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers, software to make your office run smoother, or website design, which they're doing for us. They're updating our websites for that. So you can hook those guys up over there. And of course you have dirt, rock, and sand to be moved. Hit my boy Jose Fierro up at Oak Grove Trucking. And of course, today we are here at Cutting Up Barbershop and Salon, located 35 Northeast 36. They are closed Sundays and Mondays, open Tuesday through Friday, from 9 to 6, Saturdays from 9 to 4. Come in and ask for Keith Lee, Chris, Allison, or Shay anytime you want. And of course, this brought to you by YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. Proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses here in the Oklahoma City area. So we want to thank them for allowing us to be here at Cutting Up today. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com, or go into the main bank at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. Or YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 39th Expressway, or 66. YNB Mustang, which is 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, Garth Brooks, and I-40, just south of I-40 on Garth Brooks. Can't miss it. And of course, YNB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And of course, Elm Grove Trucking and my guy Binky Triplet. Hit him up. He's got a nice suit for me. I'll be wearing it pretty soon. But you can contact him at the number here at 405-332-8787. And of course, there are the emails that you can hit our guy up. He'd be perfect for that. And of course, he's got my suit for me for this upcoming event, the JFK Community Service Awards, located it's going to be at the Civic Center, September 19th, 7 p.m. Or you can call 405-840-1817 or www.sfflc.com for Santa Fe Family Life Center. Or go by 6300 North Santa Fe and you can get all the information to get signed up for tables, or if you're an individual or just you and your wife and y'all want to come, please do that. We've got some great trips and stuff available for everybody to sign up for. So please, by all means, come in and enjoy the John F. Kennedy Community Service Award reception and dinner at the Civic Center. It's going to be fantastic. And so we appreciate my guy, Binky, for hooking me up with this suit. So it's going to be great.
You going to that game tomorrow?
Huh?
You game tomorrow?
I got to work. And why would I want to go to that game? Temple sucked. I can't say that. I went to that game.
Well, we're doing the Parade of Champions and all that stuff.
I don't know what a Parade of Champions is.
Oh, yeah, this is just because you don't have that. I understand. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Before you go real quick, give everybody what you said when I first walked in here about watching the Bulls and Portland Trailblazers and saying none of those guys can play today. They suck. Go ahead and say that. They suck. That's what you said.
I want you guys, go to YouTube, turn on the Game 6 of the 92 finals between the Bulls and the Trailblazers. The first 7 minutes of that game is probably the worst 7 minutes of basketball I've ever seen in my life.
Keith, that's your boy, man.
It is egregious. And now I agree with Anthony Edwards saying that the majority of them had no skill back then.
No, what he said is the only one who had skill was Michael Jordan.
I changed it a little bit, but I get what he's saying. What he really meant is only 2 players per team had skill.
Okay. Average, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with that.
And the rest of them guys were,
I'm going to say this.
Friends.
All I know is that very few people can translate in any era and do what they did. Okay? Very few people. In any sport, no matter what era you played in, you're going to hit this many home runs, you're going to play this long, you're going to do that. Doesn't matter.
I think more players from this generation
will not play then.
Could play then.
No way.
I think they'll take them people in.
No way.
I think they'll take them guys' spot.
This is why. They won't, because they're too soft. I was going to say F word. They're too soft. That's a fact. These generation players are soft as hell.
Yeah, you would change.
No, they soft.
If you played now,
I would kill people.
If you would be softer.
No. Oh, you're talking about.
If you played now.
Oh, okay, yes.
You would be soft. You would be a softer player.
Yes, agreed. 100%.
So those guys today would be harder back then because that's just the way the game was played.
Okay, but my point is like with LeBron. LeBron's not going to be playing 20 years. The only reason why Kareem played 20 years because he played center.
True.
Okay? He wasn't going down there trying to get. Yeah. LeBron trying to go down the lane against the Pistons is going to get murdered.
But LeBron would be the best player in the league.
But no, he wouldn't.
He'd be the best player in the league back then.
What? Like I said all along, Jordan best player ever, Kobe most skilled, and LeBron best all around. He took Magic's spot as the best all around because he's more athletic, even though you don't have no respect for Magic Johnson. I'm just saying. Keith, what's wrong with that analogy I just gave?
Was
unbelievable, bro.
Was Magic Johnson considered the best player in the league?
No, yes.
He was?
Yes.
We know what LeBron would have did.
No,
they would they would have said they wouldn't even. You know what? There probably wouldn't even have been
Look, first of all, the LeBron's first 10 years he couldn't shoot, so he'd have been driving to the basket in an era where flagrant ones and flagrant twos today would get you kicked out, and that's just a foul then. So he gonna get.
Who can drive the ball better, LeBron or Jordan? LeBron. So if Jordan could survive.
Well, no, but you gotta remember the difference between those two. Jordan was more acrobatic in what he did versus LeBron is just straight up. I'm 6'9", 260. I'm just gonna run over you.
I'm gonna put you in the rim every single time.
He's not gonna get put in. He's not.
He's as big as Lambert was.
Imagine Bill Lambert trying.
He gonna take Bill Lambert gonna hit him in the chest. He ain't gonna try to block his shot. He gonna hit him in the chest.
LeBron gonna put an elbow on the top of his
That's an offensive foul.
It's a difference when playing against somebody that's scared of you than they ain't scared.
They ain't scared. They gonna Rick Mahorn. I don't care who you coming down the horn against Mick Mahorn, and he ain't afraid of nobody. Chris, listen.
See, that's what y'all doing. That's what y'all doing. Here's what y'all doing. Y'all not talking basketball. Y'all talking fouling.
Yes.
That's not.
Yes.
Y'all not. That's not good.
But that's part of how the game was played. That's the point.
So y'all was less talented.
No, that was not. Hey, I'm 6'3", 220, 6% body fat with a 48-inch vertical. That's pretty damn talented. I'm just saying. That ain't that you don't that ain't. I can go play it anytime. Ran a 4.40. So I don't hear about that athletic. That's a bunch of bullshit. You got me cussed on my show right now.
Anytime that y'all talk about what players couldn't do now, y'all not saying that y'all gonna outskill them. Y'all say y'all gonna foul them.
No, I'm not saying that at all.
That's what you're saying. You said
no, I'm saying that
Beer's gonna put him on his butt
because that's part of what you had to deal with.
Y'all
but that doesn't mean you weren't athletic.
Bill and Beer couldn't get in the game.
Okay, Snake Gresham was one of the most athletic guys I've ever seen. Am I wrong, Chris? Am I wrong, Keith? Skinny as a rail. Okay? But he would dunk on you in a heartbeat. But he also gonna get put into the stands. That's the difference. That's all I'm saying.
Today?
Huh?
Bill and Beer wouldn't see the court. He'll be in here talking basketball with us.
I agree.
Whatever job that his parents had, he would have to take on the family business.
They were doctors.
He wouldn't have been.
They were doctors.
He would have been a doctor. He wasn't gonna be in the NBA.
He was good. He was gonna get paid.
He wasn't gonna be in the NBA.
Hey, he gonna be all right.
He wouldn't be in the NBA.
He gonna be all right.
He wouldn't have been in the NBA.
Yeah. I'm not gonna.
We would have been like, man. What doctor you go to?
This is all I'm saying. Allen Iverson would have been way better today than he was then.
True.
Okay.
What about Chris Jackson?
Chris Jackson, white chocolate. I'm just saying, there's all kinds of things, man. I'm just saying. And before you leave, Caitlin Clark, Rookie of the Year, or Angel Reese?
We know it's.
No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Cole.
I don't. Cole sucks.
They're not gonna share it.
They're not gonna.
They ain't even close.
They're not gonna.
It's not even close.
What do you mean not close?
Between them two, ain't close.
It
It ain't close. Caitlin Clark, way, it ain't even close.
It's not close.
It ain't even close. After the other night, when she busted them the way she busted them, that ended all conversation.
If they did a Cole, it'll be more outrage.
It's gonna be Cole.
Okay, she's the first NBA rookie in history to have.
It's gonna be Cole.
Well, no, listen. There's only been 5 players in the WNBA that have had multiple triple doubles.
Yeah.
She's the only rookie ever to have one. Let alone one, she got 2. So I'm just saying. Plus, they clinched the playoffs.
Yeah. That'll be a travesty if it's a Cole.
It ain't no Cole. Ain't no Cole.
Angel Reese is great at what she does. But their level of basketball is like that.
Now, I'm going to tell you this. The travesty would be them trying to put her in the NBA race with Asia Wilson. She the best player in the world, without question.
Yeah.
That ain't even. So somebody was trying to argue with me the other night on patio. I looked at him and said, man, go inside. He goes, meet me. I said, you too ignorant to talk to.
Because she wouldn't even be a top 5.
I'm like, dude, you.
Who was that?
Caitlin Clark.
Asia Wilson's the best player in the league, without question. Said it ain't even close. And I said, I know she got the same skin tone as you, and I ain't trying to say nothing, but go inside because I can't talk to you.
But I'm going to say this.
What you going to say? What nonsense are you going to say?
I think if when in 2 years, I mean, as soon as she steps foot in the WNBA, Juju Watkins is the best player in the WNBA. As soon as she steps foot on that court, she's gonna be the best player.
No, that still would be Asia, I think. Asia a monster, dude. She a monster, though.
I don't see.
She reminds me of, what's the girl from Dallas, Keith? How do you say her name?
How do
you say her name? I don't want to butcher her name.
I can't think of it.
But that's who Juju is like.
But Juju better than her.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're a lot alike.
Yeah.
They're a lot alike.
But Juju just going to get better.
Agreed.
She's going to get. What I really wish Angel Reese would have did would stay one more year.
Can't give up the money.
She making the money.
I know she making more now than she was saying. She making more money now. She making more money
making a
now.
lot of money.
She making more money
I'm
now.
more excited to watch you play that men's college basketball.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't care. Listen, you couldn't tell me if I couldn't name a college basketball player that I'm interested in seeing.
I think the
Other than Cooper Flag.
the worst thing they did in college basketball is not make them stay at least 2 years.
Yeah.
But the agents ain't gonna let them do that because they know these guys gonna be one and done. They're gonna go straight there. They're gonna get their money, and in 3 years they ain't gonna be playing no more, and they got a new client.
But really, that's why I used to, even though I didn't like the schools, I used to like the fact that I knew when the top
You know who the
player,
players, you knew who they were.
When they went to Duke, when they went to North Carolina, they was gonna stay there 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
Now
that's
that's
true.
dead.
Yeah.
You know, it used to only be the one and dones. They only went to Kentucky, so
Yeah.
I knew exactly who they were because they went to Kentucky.
Yeah.
But now I got a one and done from Washington State, and I'm like, I'm never gonna watch this game.
They paid him $5 million. Leave him alone, man.
Sure, I mean I get why he went there, but I don't know who he is. But he, you know,
And he ain't gonna be long in the league either. He gonna be in and out of the league too. He gonna be gone too. So
Did you tell Matt what old boy said that, sir?
we used to have a segment on your show called "Stupidest Things We've Heard in This Barbershop."
yeah.
Gotta bring that back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you,
Okay, you want to say it now? We're gonna do it next week. Keith, you gotta text me next week, whatever that is.
y'all wanna do
just bring it back up
well,
next
are
week.
you? How long you about to be back on the show? We might have
I'll be
this
every
might
week.
have
It's
to be a
every Friday.
two-part segment.
We do every
just
Friday.
started.
This
Started.
dude said that Isaiah Thomas, think of the name I'm about to say,
Which one? Old
the
school?
old Isaiah
Okay.
Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Isaiah Thomas was more athletic. See, you're already making a face than Derrick Rose.
Huh?
That's what we said.
To be continued.
That's what we yes.
Wait a minute. Derrick Rose, the MVP Derrick
That's what
Rose.
he
Yeah.
said. That's what he said.
And he said he stand by.
And he stand by. Matt, you,
To be continued,
yeah.
man.
Hey, Keith, you got his number? He got an iPhone.
Okay.
God, that
I am
dude
going
FaceTime
to,
him and
on
put
that
him on the
statement
show.
right there, one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. I am going to end the show right there.
Yeah, I was like, it was so egregious that I you know, I'm always in the conversation.
That was almost as bad as you saying Magic Johnson wasn't one of the best one of the top 5 players of all time. That was almost that bad.
He answered.
Almost that
Let's
bad.
see if he answers. Let's put him on the show.
Uh-oh. Here you come. He ain't gonna answer.
He might be at work.
Tell him to be up here next Friday.
He come on Saturdays.
Oh, we can't come up Saturday. I'll be done.
He come on Saturdays.
What time did I get done
Come
Saturday?
on Saturday morning. You won't be here.
Oh, well, I'll be at work. Anyway, guys, that's...
You know what I'll do? Tomorrow, I'll record a video, and then we'll just play the video on the show. So you can see his face.
You already saw my face when I heard what he just said.
So they can see his face.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we'll have him. We'll definitely have him on.
He told me to pull up, he pulled up highlights about, and I pulled up Isaiah Thomas highlight, and I didn't see him do anything athletic. I didn't see him.
I saw Derrick Rose dunk on Blake Griffin and what's my big man, Daniel Orton.
Yeah,
I saw him take 5 dribbles from one end of the court, 5 dribbles and go dunk on Blake and Daniel. Now, for people in Oklahoma, they know exactly who the hell I'm talking about. And for you to do that, it was, but like this, when you do something crazy, when both benches, everybody goes, ooh, that's when you know you got dunked on. Or something crazy happened when everybody, even your own teammates.
When I watched those Isaiah Thomas highlights, I was like, man, what I saw was a guy that was really good at basketball.
Yeah.
But athletic, that's not what I'm putting it. It's not the
It's
word
Magic,
I'm
and then
using to
him is the best point guards of all time. Steph Curry is not a point guard. He's a shooter. Steph is a 2. Steph's a 2. He's not a point guard.
Okay, what's the
I'm
difference?
putting him in positions. I'm not putting him in.
What is the difference between Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas on their game? because Isaiah Thomas was a scorer.
Oh, Isaiah Thomas passed the ball way more than he did. His assists aren't even close. They ain't even in the same stratosphere. Point guards are assist guys. Steph is a scorer, straight up. I'm still mad about him not being on ESPN #1 when he hit the fadeaway 3 with 2 people on him to see the gold medal.
Okay. That's for his career, so I know.
That's what I'm saying, for career.
I know it generally goes down, based,
I'm just saying, Steph Curry to me is not a point guard. He's a straight up shooter. He's into Gage.
He averaged 14 one time.
Yeah, I'm just saying. To me, those two are totally different in what they do. So. But anyway, everybody, I want to thank you guys for letting us be here and cutting up and getting into that. But this dude's got to show up. Hey, that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Well, close to Chris talking about Magic Johnson. That's the second thing. So that being said, thanks everybody for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Your host, Matt Clark. Today, I want to thank my guys over here at Cutting Up Barbershop and Salon, and I will see everybody Monday.